over so soon? Why? We seem to have
Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest.
no sense letting the enemies gain you like a hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
You there! Help me! Please! The fiends have me surrounded! I can't get away! Ah! 'Tis you! Thank goodness you happened by, or who knows what might have become of me. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me. I'd best make for home.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Yes? It...
I pray you will give me no cause.
You're welcome to stay a while. Why not rest?
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. No, come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not
To think the lady here, are all the nobles so Are all the nobles so
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. What was that all about?
Pray, follow me.
What's going on?
Unless I'm mistaken, ought we require...
Fire is already in our possession.
I quite like it here.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
It's the same. Today, just how I like it. Supplies my best there might be.
Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. Have you learned aught of the intent behind that letter? No progress as yet, then. Well, should you uncover anything, pray do share it with me.
Always sets me to think.
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew. I'll take any chance.
Wait, I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. Days like this make me glad to be alive.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible. Sir Ludolf's lust still, however pressed. No, but his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the watchhead on a mission to slay Adula. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is.
Oh dear. I'm falling asleep.
All this hustle and bustle. Look, as long as you please. I smelled it off for a moment there. I wonder what rumors the morrow has in store.
Why my hands are tiny trolls?
News to you.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
Might we not? Complete our delivery while we're here.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
I quite agree. Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my...
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
I will protect you. Not bad. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I found myself hard-pressed to respond.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the... dragon at last. 'Twas a remarkable... Many thanks.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs...
Some of us get complacent.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again, Ed.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us hope 'tis not mere
Where? Ah, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly, do come again?
So, we meet again. Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Will this take long? I've ought to be...
What's the point? Tomorrow will be no different.
Good day to you.
Business hasn't been the best for some time now.
You look upon me so expectantly.
I would fain aid.
Sir Murden stopped taking visitors after his lady wife passed. He's not the friendliest of neighbours, though I can't think he's a bad sort.
Looks like we both got some time on our hands.
What brings you here?
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued. Very well. You may enter. Now then, what business have you with me? Could it be you have come to learn of my magic, I wonder how you shall fare. Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broken and defeated. Perhaps you would allow me to test your resolve? Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. I will not demand that you gather them all. A few shall suffice to prove your determination. You would rifle through your host's possessions unbidden? How... An unpardonable act.
Need anything? At least I have my life. Am I shedding? I suppose I can always run.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last. Twas a remarkable pleasure doing.
Where? Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the... Do you come again?
Come to think of it, in the end, we never did attend the coronation. What baleful art could grant one other than the Arisen control over pawns?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Hope to see you again.
Over here, if you please.
Right, son. How might I be of service?
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is... Ah! I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Hope to see you again.
We have acquired a forgery. I cannot speak to its users, though I'm sure we'll think of something.
Someone might pay good coin for it, either because they seek a forgery or because they believe it to be authentic.
Fancy a look at my wares?
My back's not acting up today. Well, if you think me a liar, then buy something. The item you requested it. Here. Ah! I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Many thanks to you.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
My back's not acting up today. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested. Ah! I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time and hope to see you again.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of...
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Hope to see you again.
If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Must hold out. Someone forgot why I...
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see that the item you requested it. Here you are. Ah! I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Hope to see you again. Well, if you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested. Complete. Hope to see you again.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell... the dragon at last. 'Twas a remark.
Many thanks.
Now I've gone and stepped in it. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Greetings. Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Have you found any grimoires? Very well. Then your trial is complete, and I shall teach you my magic in time. Patience, my pupil. I merely wish to observe your skills a little longer. Well, well. Take caution in the practice of magic. I hope you're made of sterner stuff than that. You bear the talent for the acquisition of magics, one I would nurture by teaching you the culmination of my art. I do not do so lightly, for this technique is volatile in the extreme, but I trust that you will be able to control it.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? Arisen? I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you.
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous. Times we... live in.
Much obliged.
Have you business with the guild, sir?
I should be... Do come again. Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times. We live in. Much obliged. Fancy a look at my wares?
Suppose that's enough for one day.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Well, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Won't someone do aught about this?
I've never heard such nonsense.
This Cyclops wears a helmet! You need to remove it! Strike it done!
Exploiting our enemy's weakness. I shan't allow any further harm.
This brute has quite the temper!
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
We must. Must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true. I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Tremendous man. Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Thank you.
Happens to the best of us. Don't let it get.
I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
To get back to work.
It is quiet about.
Looking for work?
Looking for work?
'Twas a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
We've naught to discuss.
What brings you here?
I pray you will give me no cause to mistrust.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
Life is for the living, Fred.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself.
Do come again.
If you've naught to say, I...
Oh, I can't complain.
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things. Seems they've a village nearby. They ill favour living alongside the people of other races, dwarves in particular. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than we do. I reckon that sets us apart. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest, sharing a village is out of the question, eh?
You're wasting your time talking to me.
I pity those content to live in.
Know you of the brine? Monsters they are, what haunt the deep. Shallow waters are safe, but venture somewhere as deep as you are tall, and their dreadful red claws will drag you under. Becoming a feast for the brine isn't a pretty way to go, so take care when you pass by rivers and walk the shore, eh?
It's this way.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Speaking of which...
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far.
We've no cause to visit a campsite as yet, methinks.
'Tis well to be prepared, but
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon. But at least I know I am up to the challenge.
try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
No harm shall come to you.
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to try.
Remember, knowing your limits will not make you weak.
Have you brought me a grimoire, sir? Thank you for all the grimoires, sir. Is that the last of them you'll be bringing? Then you have my gratitude for all you've done. Oh, mayhap this will suffice. 'Tis a ring my father gave me. 'Tis only fitting, really, given he was the one who forbade my studies in the first place. Go on. 'Tis no cheap trinket. Now, I'd best take my leave of you. I've my studies to attend to.
Miss Trisha was positively thrilled to receive those grimoires. May her studies prove fruitful.
'Tis as you say.
Wolves, Buster!
We have arrived.
What has befallen Miss Trisha?
His only like to cause her further harm. Her life is in your hands, Master. Pray see her to safety.
You have my protection.
What you see now is her true power. After all we've done to prevent this. Trisha! Trisha!
We managed to avoid the worst by some miracle. I am grateful for your aid. You must come visit us again, once she has recovered.
'Twas a near thing, but Miss Trisha is saved. Let us look in on her again in the coming days.
I am grateful to you. Come visit us again, once Trisha has had a chance to rest.
How goes it? Greetings. Faring well, I hope.
The port crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone should we seek to make use of it.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of you.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I'd be glad to assist you. Do come again.
The road's at your...
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Hoy! 'Twould seem I've you to thank for saving me as well as Gran. Who could have suspected things would happen as they did? 'Twas as though my very self was about to vanish. Gran said 'twas because the magic within me is many times greater than 'tis within other people. She's going to teach me how to control my magic so it won't happen again. I can hardly wait. Oh, that reminds me. Keep this a secret from Gran. But when my magic was all out of control, I learnt a sort of technique. I'll need to study hard if I'm to try it without exploding again.
Learning to shackle such immense power seems a monumental task for a child of her years.
This might surprise you, but I've already mastered a variety of magics. And since you've been so kind to me, I'd like to teach you a special one. Are you keen?
Pray, follow me.
You've been good to me, to us. I'd wager 'tis about time I showed my gratitude. I need to teach you one of my techniques. I've every faith you'll use it wisely. Take this, with my blessing. It's a place for an old woman's mutterings.
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat?
I always wanted to learn magic, but now I know not to underestimate the dangers it can pose. I'm going to devote myself to my studies till I've got my powers well under control.
We're better prepared than we might have hoped. What we need is already to hand.
Ah, you've come. My thanks again for your aid in saving Trisha's life. Now, I have a question for you, and I beg you to answer it honestly. 'Twas you who helped Trisha acquire a grimoire, was it not? I shan't condemn you for it. You couldn't have known the dangers 'twould pose, and nor could Trisha. The fault lies with me for my reticence. You see, a similar deluge of magic to the one you witnessed consumed Trisha's mother, and she perished. Her father feared the same fate would befall his daughter, and bade me to keep her from dabbling in magic. But now that Trisha has awoken to the wellspring within her, I will need to teach her to control it. She will have her wish after all.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
'Tis always nice to have visitors. I was hoping I could beg a favor of you, sir. You have my gratitude.
This has no bearing on our current conversation, but might I say, the pawns in this party are...
I shan't let them harm you. Most impressive, Master.
Should seem I've some catching up to do.
That was certainly worthwhile. Goblins, Master!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Our enemies have grown in number. This battle's end is more distant than I thought.